Welcome to the world of MMORPGs. My name is Riordan, and I'm gonna take you through my experience from complete newbie to a resemblance of a good player. Of course, I could opt to play the free trial until level 20, which is offered by Blizzard, but I am a complete dumbass, and that means we are gonna hit the choo-choo-choo train and spend a lot of money that I don't need to spend just yet. 50 euros down the drain. Let's get this thing installed. But wait a second, there is something else I did not know, Baba. I need to get a subscription as well. Today, Blizzard is gonna be a very lucky boy. Time for us to get a subscription, and you would say, why don't you get a month? And then if you like it, you get a bigger subscription. Again, my name is Riordan, and I am a dumbass. That means I am gonna get a 6-month subscription. Let's go, Baba. That's how we do it. Right here at Riordan. Damn right. Going straight to the experience of a lifetime. Getting in World of Warcraft for the first time. Isn't that a magical experience? So many races. So many classes. And a million options for customization, so the world of Warcraft is detailed to your liking. Time to make Riordan come into the world of Warcraft. It's not funny, it hurts. So, let's get down to business. And I like to say, let's finalize our baby boy as we get ready to embark ourselves in a big adventure with the Alliance. And you might ask in the comments below, why did I choose the Alliance? I do not know. Let's get in.
You are a soldier of the Noble Alliance. A coalition of kingdoms upholding the ideals of valor and justice across Azeroth. An Alliance expedition sent to explore an uncharted island has recently gone missing. As a bold new recruit, you have joined a rescue mission departing from Stormwind. Find the lost expedition members and bring them home.
For the Alliance.
For the Alliance.
Indeed. Let's get up with the tutorial. As you can see, we know how to move. We know how to look around. There's somebody between my legs. That's a good start. And let's get questing. First quest, getting grabs with the controls or with the abilities. As you can see, there's a little bar down there with the abilities. And I think personally that is my biggest concern for the future. The fact that there are 20,000 abilities, and that in the course of 1 hour and 15 minutes I have filled that bar. Here you have my second ability, Fire Blast. Started to learn how to combo, how to chain abilities with one another. And of course, we got a big storm coming. I think things are gonna turn for the worst. That's a way to start. Nearly drowning. Well, Thankfully, I'm okay, and we need to help our colleagues. First actual mission. Let's kill some Murlocs. Boom. We need to get the first 8 kits. For that, we learn how to loot. Very easy. Right click. For now, the game is presenting its mechanics pretty nicely. Not too fast. Slow but sure steps. And time to move on with another skill on the bar. Oh yeah. Let's get deeper into the island, shall we? I'm also hungry, Bob. I like food. That is something I do not like about World of Warcraft. I want to be fat, and I can't. As you can see, still learning how to use the abilities. Now starting to combo with a Fire Blast, which is always good. And I'm sure that is going to be something to be used in the future. And of course, another one. Now, I think this is actually a great detail from WoW to put this on the tutorial, showing me how to combo abilities. You know, you could have guessed that by the looks of it. Yeah, we need to kill Geolord Grekhog, our first mini boss, as well as some of his little Quillboars. And personally, as you see me conjure a refreshment and not know where the hell I put it in, I see that this might be the way to go for questing. I have a feeling that for the most part, this is going to be it. I'm going to reach a character. It's going to give me 3 or 4 quests. 1 to kill, 1 to loot, 1 to defeat a boss. And I love it. I'm all down for it. Here, as you can see, I used for the first time to teleport as I find a stronger enemy than usual. I did some research. I think it's an elite enemy. I'm sure you will be able to correct me in the comments below. We loot everything because at the end it is money. And here we learn how to put some gear on. My dumbass did not notice that if I right click on the inventory is enough for me to put the items in. To be fair, the tutorial does not say it either. Well, we need to rescue Henry, the child of Captain Garrick. We need to scout the area first. And this is amazing. I love this. The Scout-O-Matic 5000. Oh, hell yeah. Let's get up and running. There are so many enemies. And for a moment, I did worry about how in the blue hell am I going to kill all these people when I don't have any area damaging abilities. But of course, there's always a solution. I love the design of all characters. Gorgroth looks badass with the 2 heads. The ambientation so far I've completely loved. I must say it has been a little bit of an overwhelming experience because even though the tutorial does a great job of introducing mechanics in the game, once I start seeing my skill bar fill up so quickly, you know, you start to worry a little bit about what's coming because I'm only level 10 by the end of the tutorial area, the Exile's Reach, and the bar is full. Thankfully, as we mentioned, we found the solution, a big ass boar to kill everybody, and now time to kill Torgot, the ogre that is trying to kill Captain Garrick's son Henry. So you can see we managed to kill him.
The ogres are using necromancy to raise a dragon from the dead. They need sacrifices like us to
but we need to stop a ritual that is happening.
It's already begun.
And be sure we will.
Use the life force they gathered to reanimate the dragon.
Then we need to move.
Look at that handsome
Recruit
man.
Private Garrick. The
Wow,
Alliance never gives up hope, even in the face of disaster. We'll put a stop to these rituals before the ogres can compete.
Let's get it,
Let's go.
Bob. Well, here they teach us how to shop and sell both. Of course, I sell all the junk that I picked up and that I cannot use for anything else. For the moment being, I'm sure there will be use to these sort of items like feathers. Maybe there is a profession for that. I don't know for sure. But now it is time to save some trapped expedition members that are in this cave full of spiders. So let's get down to business. We go straight into Run the Exiled, another mini boss. I must say, I'm really enjoying the mage class. Here for a second I thought I screwed up because the enemy didn't die, but the enemy just fled. Thought I was gonna die with all the bombarding going on, but thankfully Ralia, the Dream Chaser, saves us the same way we did with her. And we're gonna get out of the cave. Against all odds, we stay alive.
Out of the way, little spiders.
Now we're gonna get into deeper territory because we are going to fight
You're a true hero.
a lot of enemies. Beforehand, I noticed in the map a little exclamation mark, and it seems it's a secondary mission. In this case, it's a secondary one. And at the end of it, it gives me a buff that helps me run way faster, which is highly appreciated because the area is not small whatsoever.
Seems the harpies are holding
I'm
one
sure
of the
we
people
will be able
captive.
to use mounts
Merity, our mage.
as we
have
progress
to
along,
rescue.
but we need to focus on the present. We need to stop this ritual, and here we go. Burning harpy totems and killing snatchers. Doing a lot of damage with 2 abilities, 2 frostbites, it's enough. And we come to save Merity Huntswell, but we find ourselves with a little surprise. The Bloodbeak, ready to kill us all. As you can see, I picked up this AoE ability and I fell in love with it. Found out that it is quite dangerous when you pull enemies' aggression towards you, and I noticed the hard way that I'm very squishy. We save Merity, and it is time to get into the ogre town. Before that, she teaches us how to polymorph, which is really fun. Turn anybody into a sheep. Very important. We cannot damage you. And here, I found another secondary quest, and this one was very tough. 3 players recommended. I managed to do it on my own. Then I finally found the refreshment that I crafted. We turn into an ogre, and we get into the city.
Don't use big words. In fact,
Go to cooking pit.
Thankfully, Gorgoth does not notice that this is just an incantation, and we're not really an ogre. Here we are. And again, what I noticed, you get to a place, you get 2-3 quests, loot, kill, mini-boss, and proceed. I like the game loop. As you can see here, we need to kill ogres, destroy catapults, and get 3 ward stones that will open the concoction up there with Captain Kalra. So we get to it. Time to disable the runes. We get some good equipment as well. And as you can see, level 10 already. My skill bar is nearly full, which is nuts. And of course, to finish it off and to finish the ritual, our first dungeon. Let's get it, boy. I'm ready for it. Here we go. First area, 4 major enemies, and here you'll see that I learned a very valuable lesson. I go for my AoE ability thinking I do the most damage ever, and I get my face smacked. Fantastic. Good lesson, I must say. Learned it well. Not so well in this moment, because as you can see I still keep on doing it, but thankfully this time around I get healed and we can face our first official boss. None other than Tunk. Let's kill him. Me gonna smash. Me gonna smash you, fool. There you see. Great damage. This is something interesting, and thank you, game, for telling me. This is a good part of the tutorial. Certainly showing us that we need to dodge. We cannot stay still. And depending on the abilities, the skills that the bosses use, we need to do one thing or another. For example, he had interrupting shouts, and I needed to stop using abilities so he wouldn't cancel and limit my way of using skills, because of course that's all I can do as a mage. We go up and find Gorgoth. It's time for us to battle him. I noticed this AoE ability is really good. As you can see, I clear the enemies in one fell swoop. And time for the final boss. Gorgoth, you're mine, Baba. For the Alliance, indeed. Here I noticed that the bar of his skill changed color. I did a little bit of research, and it seems the yellow ones are the ones I can cancel. You will see me cancel an ability, if I'm not mistaken. But of course, Gorgoth dies. A motherfucking dragon! Ravnir! Well, I'm really low HP. Thankfully, I get healed quickly. Dodge the big breathing flame from Ravnir. And we are poking a lot. This first experience has been great, I must say. Really enjoyable. The mechanics were introduced slowly but surely, and everything was really well done. My first experience on WoW has been fantastic, and be sure that I'm gonna keep playing non-stop. So don't you worry, the second episode is coming real soon. And with this, with the end of the Exile's reach, I must say goodbye. Thank you very much for watching my first video ever on YouTube. I will leave my Discord server and my Battle.net tag down in the description if you want to add me and maybe play together. Thank you very much once again, and I hope you have a good day.